Now, this should be better. Um, well, Ryan here, coming to you with a brand new life. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below. And we're talking about improving your emotions and change your life. Because this is a huge, huge problem for a lot of people. They do not know how to improve their emotions. And it's not particularly easy, especially when there is no one to really explain to you what is really going on. I hope you are hearing me now, Christy, because I know that the sound wasn't good in the beginning there, I think. Um so just give me a, tell me yes in the chat if you are, if you are hearing me loud and clear. Um so when I was going through this problem, dealing when I was dealing with this situation here, there weren't a lot of people. I mean, I couldn't tell one person who I was around who actually understand what I was going through. The emotions was just, no, but I think I could hear it in my earbuds because they're right here. So my phone just automatically connect to my earbuds. So that was the issue. I mean, yeah, so I have to log out and then log back in to make sure that I have a good um audio. Right. So when I was going through this so when I was going through this situation here, no, no, it's okay. If you can hear me, just say yes if you can hear me. Okay, 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 okay. All right. So when I was going through the situation here, when I was dealing with this problem here in those days, I couldn't remember one person who showed up to actually say, Rayan, this is what you need to do. I have to work at this thing here and figure this thing out on my own. Improving my emotions. I didn't even know that my emotions could be improved. So, unknowingly, I started to do some things and I realized that I was getting results while doing them. And still, I continue on the journey and I begin to get better and better and better at improving my emotions. Um, right. So, I decided to continue doing the work that I'm doing. And I notice when, the more I continue on the journey, the better I become as a person. Growth has happened, change has happened, the transformation has happened, and I stick to what I'm doing. Now, when you are in that state where you practice these negative emotions so much, you don't need to think about anything at all. You just go right into it. Somebody said something to you, take it personal immediately. Because that's the thing about being when you are overruled and overpowered by those emotions. You take everything personal. You can't help but to take it personal because everything that somebody said to you, automatically they are criticizing you, they are judging you, and you just take everything personal. And I have to learn how to talk myself out of that one. I have to learn how to talk myself out of stop taking everything so personal. Cause a lot of times it's not really you, it's the other person, and I do not want to walk around with, you know, that person living rent free in my head. I have no desire to. If there's like a real problem to address, I mean to address, we will address it. But let's say it's something that the person was just mad at the moment, and then they say the few words and then they walk off. I really need to sit down and fume and over that all day? The way how those things work for me now, the emotions, the negative emotions, the way how they work for me now, they come in, cause that's gonna happen, and they stick around for a little while, and then they leave again. Back then, this thing will come in and it would not go away. It stays there for uh, hours, days, months, years. And here I am, with all of this poison, walking around with all this emotional poison, right? Poison my emotions, not understanding what I was doing. Over a period of time, I learned how to, free myself of some of, release some of those poisons, remove some of those emotional poisons over a period of time. And from me being committed and being dedicated, being disciplined, and being consistent, because there's work that need to be done. The way how I do it might work for you, might not, but I'm pretty sure something can work for you. Yeah. Springtime, dusty. So continue on, and I begin to look back at how much pain I suffered, or how much pain I caused myself, I should say. Because if I understood, if I have this information here earlier on, I could have saved myself a ton of headache. I did not have the information. So here I am now, trying to figure out how come my life ended up the way how it did. And something you need to know too. When your emotions, when these negative emotions start, take over your life and start to control your life and run your life, you are going to move according to how you feel. So you feel good right now, everything is good, but 2 seconds later, you are, you become erratic, mood swings, yeah, not good. You get mad too quick. So these negative emotions, when they start to take over your life, start to run your life. I noticed there was a state I was in. It put me into a low state. I wasn't all that high vibe. So that's one thing it does to you there. It puts you in a low state. You don't want to be in a low state. When you're in a low state, more low things comes to you. You can't help it. It's gonna happen to you, whether you like it or not. Until you dig yourself out of that hole and start to work on those emotions. Improve them, make them better. Because the emotions that's running your life right now, terrible, horrible, bad, not good. And it keeps you in a low state. So, low energy, you feel tired all the time. Thanks, Christy. Low energy, you feel tired all the time. You are just not in the right state of mind. So, here is what I recommend. Look for some things that make your mood a lot lighter, a lot better. Start doing them. Physical activities is something that I would highly recommend. This is something that you're going to have to deal with at some point. Once it overrides you and take over your life, it's damaging also, because it's hurting you and it's hurting the people around you as well. So this is why you're going to have to take this into your own hands. This is your problem. This is your fight. When you get up, every single day when you get up, you must carry out the fight, the war, the battle, whatever, in order for you to be in control. For that is where the fight is. The fight, you are fighting to stay in control of your own life. Yeah? So, you said, okay, these are some things I'm going to be working on every single day to make sure that my mood is improved, my emotions are improved as well. The state that you are in, at least you can get into a little bit more higher state. Yep, that's one thing I have to get good at. Sit down and look at where I messed up and be honest with myself. So, self-reflection, perfect. Like I said, I want you to understand here. The negative emotions or negative thoughts, they are going to come. Things happen to you in life and you are not over them as yet. They are going to come. The thing is, when they come, you acknowledge them. They will go away. You're going to feel that sting for a little while, for a couple of seconds. It's okay. You're going to feel that sting, that person that ripped you off and, didn't pay you, whatever. That person that disrespected you, it's fine. It's going to come up whenever it's ready. It's going to come up, it's going to show up, and it's going to be there for a couple of seconds, a couple of minutes. Be patient with it. It will go away. What you do not want to do is to let it stick around for days or many hours. One of the things I was doing when I was running, and these emotions would be so strong, very powerful. I could feel them. And I start telling myself, this too shall pass, I will overcome this. This too shall pass, I will overcome this, I will overcome this, this too shall pass. Over and over and over and over and over and over, many days in a row, weeks, until the truth is they don't stick around that long anymore. Plus, the audios I was listening to as well, they were audios that I keep hearing over and over and over. I still do, because once you get on this journey here, don't think of getting off. That's not how it goes. Now my emotions are improved, so I can stop now and go back to go do what? The same BS you were doing before? No. Once you're on a journey, you keep on keeping on. So I keep on telling myself that. Now, the three things that I can see stands out that worked for me. Three things that actually worked for me, combined together, which helps me to improve my emotions, improve my mood, keeps me in a higher state of mind. where I'm a little bit more happier, I'm a little bit more joyful, I'm a lot more grateful, right? My relationships improve. Three things that work for me: reading and listening to spiritual materials, reading and listening to personal development materials, and fitness. Hybrid fitness is what I recommend. You might find another way. Please, the way that you like, go do that. But I highly recommend personal development materials and spiritual materials. Spiritual materials, I don't know about anybody else, but they help me to become more compassionate. Let's say you are not a Christian. Perfect. I know the perfect people for you to go listen to, because they themselves are not necessarily Christians either. And I think these are people you should listen to because you can relate to them more. I can't really relate to Christians a whole lot these days. I used to could have related to them a little bit more, but the more I start to go on this journey here, is more I looked at them and thinking that I just don't relate to that stuff anymore. I really don't. Their way of looking at things is a little bit different from. It's not 100. It's not 100% different. It's not night and day, but I would prefer to listen to somebody who I actually enjoy listening to and like. So, I know some people who you could listen to. You could listen to Dr. Bruce Lipton. You could listen to Dr. Joe Dispenza. You could listen to Dr. Wayne Dyer. You could listen to Dr. Joseph Murphy. You could listen to Abraham Hicks. Yeah? You could listen to all these people. Because personal development, I want you to listen to people who talks about habits, rituals, and routines. That's very important in this. You are going to need to develop the discipline. It's the muscle. It can be developed. Consistency is the same thing too. But you need to be committed to whatever you are going to do. Commitment must be there. I am doing this. Okay? Because you are committed, then naturally you're going to develop the discipline to stay committed. And by default, you will become consistent. All these things work together: commitment, discipline, consistency. And you are going to do the work that needs to get done, to get done. You're going to reprogram your subconscious mind, rewire your subconscious mind. I think it's like Hebb's law said that thoughts that fire together wire together. Right? So, repetition is very important here. I have been running for 561 days now. Today I did a 7-mile run today. And I was just watching my feet, repeating, doing the same moves over and over and over and over for 7 miles. I was listening to the audios that I typically listen to, listening to those audios. Affirmations, positive affirmations, prosperity affirmations, and I am affirmations. Gratitude is also important as well. These are things that you need to be listening to over and over and over and over. Because the thing is, when you are in that state, when your emotions is in control, you tend to complain a lot because you're not happy about it. You're not happy about anything at all. I don't care if it's the beautiful girl show up. Yeah, you might be okay for a little while, but I guarantee you, not too long after you are going to go right back into your you know, not too long after, your emotions are going to be driving the vehicle, because you're going to go back to start thinking about everything that's wrong in the world. And that's okay, because you need to know where you are at, and you need to know where you need to go. I kind of knew where I was. I didn't really know where I need to go. And that was the issue I was facing. And like I said, nobody showed up. Say, hey, Rayan, I think you are suffering here, man. And you need to be doing these things so that way you can improve, make some improvements, some changes in your life. Do these things. Nope, that never happened. And this emotions was kicking my behind, causing me so much pain and anguish and bitterness. Okay? Because I keep on adding to my pain. I keep on doing things that would make me feel more pain. I keep on falling low again. For the 100th time, I fell low again. So here I am in a low state again. Here I am not respecting myself again. When you don't respect yourself, other people are going to let you know how much you don't respect yourself and love yourself. So, you wanted to pay attention to how much you respect yourself. The situations you put yourself in, you are going to see it's because you are lacking self-respect. You're going to have to do something about that. Start respecting yourself. Put up your boundaries. You ain't getting over in here. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to go along with that. No. You have to get to that point where you start to respect yourself. This is when you're going to have to put your foot on the personal development gas pedal. You are going up, elevating yourself. You may not see it out there in the world yet, but in here, it needs to be registered, stamped, and imprint in your subconscious mind. Repetition does that for you. By the way, your self-image. You can hide all you want. The image of yourself, the way how you show up. Something I noticed whenever I got into a low state, my head is always down like this. And it dawned down on me that my head was like this. Comparing to when I'm in a higher state, my head is up like this. So these are things you can pay attention to. Your body posture. Take a look at and see. When you sit down, do you sit up like this or you sit down like this? Take a look at those things. The way how you show up into the room. Believe me, you can hide all you want. We can go blame everybody else for everything all we want. The work has to be done on ourselves in order for us to go out there into the world and people treat us the way how we need to be treated. You lower yourself, people treat you that way. They can feel it, that this guy is not taking care of himself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, intellectually. This person is just not doing the work on himself. They can tell. And you're gonna have to change that for yourself and also for the people who is gonna come into your life. So that way you can respect them and they can respect you. They are less likely to disrespect you when you hold yourself up. I can't tell the last time someone disrespected me. Last time that happened, it was like 4.5 years ago. I can't really tell the last time somebody does that to me. Like it's like that stuff. I'm not saying it won't happen anymore, but it's less likely to happen because of the way how I present myself, the way how I carry myself, the way how I feel about myself. I feel great about myself, especially when I'm listening to those I am affirmations. Fire me up, put me way up here. Because the goal here is for us to punch way above our weight. And we are trying to do that as much as we possibly can. The people who you hang out with, the people who you talk to, people who you communicate with, people who you become friends with, people who come into your life, they are going to tell you, no, I respect you. Love is okay. It's cool. You can love me all you want. I'm okay with that. Do you respect me? And that's what I'm striving for. Respect first, and then you can come with your love later on, because I don't really need your love, but your respect, I'm looking for that, because I'm gonna give you that in return too. Like my friend, he told me, he said, I'm glad to be in the company of a person of high caliber because of my discipline, my commitment, my consistency, my intellect, my vocabulary, my thoughts, ways of being, my self-image. Even if you see me out there walking in a shoes that look broke down or something like that, you might, God, this guy go change his shoes or something like that. The moment you get close to me, you realize very quickly that you are dealing with somebody who is of high caliber. That's it. So, the work needs to be done. The motto is, or the affirmation is, I do it even when I don't feel like it. I do it even when I don't feel like it. Gotta have to get to that point. People respect people who show up. If you are not consistent, I can't take you seriously. You're not consistent in your relationships, you're not consistent in your fitness, you're not consistent in your health, you're not consistent in your studies, you're not consistent in anything at all. You go to work today, then you call off 2 days, and you go for another day, then you call off. You are a joker. I can't bother with a person like that. You need to be consistent, right? Self-respect is the fruit of discipline. That's a quote. If you respect yourself enough, then you will discipline yourself to carry out the work that you need to do. Honor yourself. Oh, I need to lose some weight. This is for men, I'm talking here. This is for men. Let women go put on weight all they want. They can put weight on, dressed up, go on Instagram and get 1 million likes. I guarantee you, sir, if you try that, I don't know, man. You got people are they're gonna, they're gonna the chat is gonna be so crazy. The comments, the comment section is gonna go nuts if you do that. If a woman does that, you're gonna see some guy show up on there. Oh my God, you are so beautiful. And some Hindi from somewhere, or some of those guys who are Tyrone from Georgia. It doesn't matter. Or Bill from Kentucky, or Sandeep from New Delhi, or Takeda from Japan, or Wang Yu from China. It doesn't matter. Or one from Mexico. She is going to get a lot of attention despite her weight. It doesn't even matter. Let women go do that. You, as a man, shouldn't do it. Can some of you guys get away with it? Yeah. But I don't recommend it. Stay in shape. Get in shape, stay in shape. Get fit, stay fit. Get healthy, stay healthy. Get on the grind and stay on the grind. Now, also get attractive and stay attractive. How can you become more attractive, Ryan? How can I become more attractive? It's a known fact that people who are into fitness are more attractive. That's one way how to get attractive and stay attractive, by staying on the fitness journey. Yeah. Oh, that will improve your mood. That will improve your self-image. That will improve your emotions. Now you have something to feel better about. You. That's the something that you have to feel better about. And that something is you. You look in the mirror being like, man, I am getting ripped here. Oh, attraction improve. You go. So these are some things that help me to improve my life and change my life and make my life better than how it was. You can do it too. Improve your emotions. When you improve your emotions, you change your life. You can become a little bit more attractive than how you are right now. Don't worry about your face. Don't worry about it. That might not change. But you can change your mind and you can change your physical look, your physical appearance. You can change that. And over a period of time, fingers crossed, you change your bank account as well. You can change your health, you can change your fitness, you can become more fit, more healthy, more attractive. These are things that you can do. You can become more intellectual, more intelligent, more smart. These are things that you can work on. I do not know what to do. Yes, you do. You just don't want to do it. Change your thoughts, change your life. Rewire your subconscious mind, reprogram your subconscious mind. Get into hybrid fitness, running plus push-ups plus pull-ups, working out. These things need to be done, and you need to do them. Your emotions need to be worked on, so that way you can be in control of your life. Once you start thinking, you go right into your program, and you are programmed to go crazy immediately. That's what negative emotions does to you. Wash away some of the emotions, wash away some of the anger, wash away some of the trauma, wash away some of the resentment, wash away some of the bitterness. Things happen to us in life. And one thing I learned, and I have to keep on reminding myself this: whatever happens to me in life, as painful as they are, because things happen and it does hurt, as painful as they are, I am gonna have to learn how to not dwell on it. Because it will take over your life and it will start to run your life and destroy you. That's what happens to me in my life some years ago. I nearly destroyed myself because I was so bitter. And then I realized that more bitterness was coming towards me because I did not know what to do. I escaped that hell. And here I am today. I'm a better person. More loving, more kind, more caring, more compassionate. People who doesn't respect you, you gotta stay away from people like those. Because since as you are in that state of mind, or since as your program naturally, automatically is going to go straight to hating that person. Because yes, they didn't respect you. So stay away from people who just doesn't respect. They don't. And you don't need to make it look any other different. They just don't. But also, you have to respect yourself as well. So the two has to be working at the same time. You stay away from people who doesn't respect you while you're working on respecting yourself. It's two sides to it. Right? You don't tolerate people walking all over you and disrespect you. Get yourself in a better position. Put yourself in better situations where you don't walk away from the situation feeling like you were being used and being abused and being disrespected. When you are in a situation, if you cannot negotiate effectively by saying that I am not going to put up with this. You're gonna have to do that, or else you're gonna walk away from there hating that person, being be bitter to that person. So no, no, that's just how I look at it now. We're not doing that anymore. So those are some things I have for you for this live chat here, and I hope you know you guys um, go on your personal development journey, your personal growth journey, your transformation journey, and also change your thoughts and change your life. Become better than who you are. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below. Appreciate y'all. Thank you very much for being here. Have a good